Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nazihah binti Mazlan. I am from Kulim, Kedah. A little bit about my educational background. I have finished my secondary school studies in Maktab Rendah Sains Mara Taiping, or known as MRSM Taiping. And previously, I had also finished my studies in Foundation of Law at UiTM Dengkil. The major aspiration for me to pursue study in LLB Law is because I get inspired by my older brother who also pursue his studies in LLB Law. He always shares with me the thing that he learned during the lecture, and I am really interested to know about it. From there, I believe that I am really passionate in learning about law. My ultimate all-time favorite quote in life is the one from Mahatma Gandhi. He once said that live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. In this video, I will give explanation about the basic element of contract based on the case of Carlill and Carbolic Smoke Ball Company 1893. First of all, I will provide the fact for this case. Carbolic Smoke Ball Company issued an advertisement in which they offered to pay $100 to any person who found that the Carbolic Smoke Ball did not work, which they still caught influenza after having one of their smoke ball in specific manner for a specific period. Mrs. Carlill bought and used the smoke ball as prescribed and still caught influenza. Mrs. Carlill, who suffered from influenza after using the product, then sued the company for breach of contract. Now, I will explain about all the 5 basic elements of contract that based upon this case. The first element is offer. In this case, the defendant, which is Carbolic Smoke Ball Company, argued that the contract cannot be made with the entire world, but the court held that the offer can be made with the entire world because the contract only be made with the people who come forward and perform the condition on the face of the advertisement. Therefore, the offer can be made with the public at large since it will be binding with only people who perform the specific requirement. The next element is invitation to trade. Whether the advertisement is an offer or invitation to trade is one of the issues that arise in this case. In the advertisement, it has stated the specific manner and period to use the smoke ball, and they will pay $100 if it doesn't work. Mrs. Carlill has performed the specific requirement and still caught the influenza. The court held that the advertisement by the defendant is amounted to the offer of unilateral contract. In unilateral contract, advertisement will become an offer with the person who performed the specific requirement. Therefore, performance of the specific requirement from Mrs. Carlill will result in legally binding contract, not an invitation to trade. The third element is acceptance. The defendant argued that the plaintiff did not inform the acceptance of the offer and therefore the contract is not concluded. The court held that the performance of the offer is considered as acceptance and the contract is concluded. Hence, the performance of the specific requirement in the contract by the offeree is sufficient to be considered as acceptance. Moving on to the fourth element, which is intention to create legal relations. Intention to create legal relation means that the agreement made must have a legal effect. The Carbolic Smoke Ball Company has deposited $1,000 into the Alliance Bank to show their serious commitment towards the advertisement. The court held that the deposited money that worth $1,000 shows that the company has a serious intention to form an agreement. It is not just a mere puff. Thus, in this case, there is a valid agreement between parties and also they intend to create a contract and relationship for doing the business. The last element is consideration. The defense counsel argued that the advertisement is nudum pactum, which means that there is no consideration. The judge provided that if the defendant can get the confidence of the public to use the item and produce a sale which is directly beneficial to them, therefore the transaction emerges advantage to them, which is enough to constitute a consideration. Hence, the performance of a specific requirement is sufficient to be consideration. So that's all from me. Thank you.